classic map, fixed cards, 60-second turn timer. Unstable portals are also on. And we see the folks ready up here. I could show you guys the bonuses for the classic map, but I get the sense that the folks watching have played enough Risk to know what the bonuses on the classic map are. Without me bringing up the bonus screen, I'll quickly go through the bonuses. So, South America and Australia are both worth +2. Africa is worth +3. North America and Europe are worth +5. Asia is worth +7. There. Information that you guys did not need, so, but I still felt inclined to go through it anyway. And we see all the alliances go up, thumbs up and hearts all around. It looks like white is allied with every player, so I think it's safe to assume that every player is allied to every other player. Yellow goes first and has used a lot of their 60-second turn timer. They do need to quickly take a card before they run out of time. Ooh, it looks like they don't quite get the attack off, which is unfortunate. That is going to put yellow at a disadvantage, because they also did not get a chance to fortify. Alright, so we see green go next. So, the way these classic games work out, particularly games of classic fixed, is people do go for bonuses, and with good neighbor play, they normally are allowed to hold bonuses. So it's just a matter of watching the players maneuver around the board, signal to each other which bonus they're going for, and hope that no one goes or claims the same bonus, because then you get some tension and potential confrontation there, which, if handled incorrectly, can result in those players slamming each other and then being quickly eliminated. So I don't think we'll see that here, but you never know. ANoobNoMore had a very good Australia spawn and takes their card and their bonus, and also they're going to have a 2-point on Australia due to the portal. They decide to fortify from Central onto the Ontario portal, because I don't think they expect to be broken in this lobby. And white spawned with most of their material in North America, and because black maneuvered to the portal, it looks like they're positioning themselves to move out. So white is going to stack in North America and prepare to take that bonus. So blue has a few options. They have a plurality of troops in 2 bonuses, Africa and South America. They punch a yellow stack in Argentina, so it appears as though they're going for South America. But it doesn't look like they make any strong claim one way or another. If they were going to make a strong claim, they would have attacked North Africa with 1 stack and fortified through North Africa to whichever continent that they have decided on going for. So that play to me seems as though that blue has not made their decision on which bonus they want, unless they're trying to go for both bonuses, which I'm not sure that will be allowed. But again, yellow is not really positioned for any bonus. They do break. Wow, yellow breaks black in Australia and fortifies into black's bonus. I don't think that's going to work out very well for yellow in the long run. But I don't think black is interested in a war either. It does appear as though he has one, whether he likes it or not. Green stacks in Europe and moves into Northern Europe and fortifies from Afghanistan through the portals into Northern Europe. So green is going to position himself for Europe. So the way this board is shaking up is white is going to eventually take North America, green is going to eventually take Europe, blue is going to take one or both of the South America-Africa bonuses, and black is going to eventually hold Australia with some pushback from yellow. And I think yellow is going to end up being the have-not here. Which is definitely a rough position for yellow, because I think a lot of that was spawn-based, in addition to missing his card on turn 1. He got to go first, but he wasn't able to leverage the initiative you get from the first seat in a fixed game to get the first choice really on what you want to claim, since he unfortunately run out of time in his turn 1. Black decides to not retake his bonus and asks yellow to move out, because yellow did only hit a plus. All yellow did was hit a 2-stack on black, so it seems like black isn't too upset with that, which is probably wise for black to not escalate. Okay, blue takes Peru and moves out of the way to allow green's 4 to leave South America by way of Brazil. So we'll see if green takes blue up on that on his turn. Yellow grabs a card in Afghanistan. And let's see if they fortify out of black's bonus. They're asking, looks like they're asking people to move out of the way. It's possible that he's signaling for Asia, but I don't think the board is going to let him hold Asia. I think the board, I think, you know, it's unfortunate for yellow, but I think the board is more interested in having at least one player be a fish. But ANoobNoMore, black is going to also end up being a little fishy, because if the board shapes up the way I think it will, then he'll be the only player on +2, and the other 3 will be on +5, aside from yellow, who won't be on any bonuses. Alright, so green does attack Brazil and move out. Black does retake his bonus, and white continues taking territory in North America. Blue's 4 does not have a path out, really, and yellow has not fortified their 6 in Alaska. Blue is going to finish South America now, and they'll probably just stack on the Brazil portal. Yep. So not a lot of movement on this board in yellow's favor. I think the play for yellow is to preserve as many troops as possible and hope for a failed run from the player that goes before him, which, based on the turn order, blue goes before yellow. So yellow's best line of victory is to hope that blue fails the 70% run and leaves the board open enough for his troops to finish it. Yellow takes a card in India and fortifies his Alaska 6 over to Yakutsk. Alright. Green smacks yellow's Great Britain. White white's 2 in Scandinavia and blue's 3 in Ukraine in order to finish Europe. It fortifies troops from Congo into Ukraine. So green finishes as +5. So blue now has a path out of white's bonus, but white goes before blue. So white is going to think about hitting blues for potentially before blue has an opportunity to move it out. Black takes a card in Afghanistan, moves out of yellow's way. Yellow is trying to get down to Africa. He's signaling to blue. It looks like the path out for blue is by way of the portal, which I think blue would prefer that exit, since he'll be able to fortify his troops right down to his bones in Brazil and take a card all at the same time. Yep, he decides to do just that. And signals to white that he wants white to leave East Africa. Oh, he just goes ahead and hits it. So I think that also sends a message to green, for green to, on his turn, for green to stack on Madagascar, hit South Africa, and fortify up to Europe. Which leaves yellow in a really bad spot, because I think yellow was gearing up to try and take Africa. We do see a good trade, a 10 trade from white. He hasn't used it, but he's holding a 10 trade with a wild card on 4 cards. Yellow moves in to Africa and sends out the fist bump. He says, "Please, sir, can I have a bonus?" We'll see if blue decides to give him that bonus. It really is up to blue if blue wants to give him that bonus, but yellow is in a position where he has to insist on holding something. I don't think that was the play there. I think if you're going to ask another player for a bonus, I don't think you want to move into the line that they're likely going to take to leave the bonus. So if blue were to give the bonus to yellow, I think blue would have fortified his 9 over to Brazil. I could be wrong about that. It's possible that blue would have gone up into Middle East to go to Asia. Ooh. Green appears to be going for yellow kill. He's going to need some very good dice for this kill to succeed. I don't think he has it. He needs very good dice, and he's actually almost out of time. Yeah. Interesting and very risky move from green there. So this gives black a kill. Last game, yellow got fed a couple kills, and it looks like this game, black is going to be fed at least 1 kill. This will set black in turn, because both black and yellow are both on 4 cards. I think that was a slider. But it does have enough troops to finish yellow. And it looks like they might be lining up to make another kill. Either that, black is probably lining up. Yeah, black double trades and gets 16 troops with a double trade. I think black is lining up for a 70% run here. Black currently holds 21% of the board. The classic map, I believe, is 42 territories, which means you need 30 to run the 70. So black is going to run the 70 here, and I think he has enough troops for it. So it's just up to half. Yep. Falls just short. I think he's about 2 territories short. So the board is open for white to set. White may have enough troops for this. And it breaks blue. Manuals for another territory and gets it. Manualing spends a lot of time with 60-second turn timers. You do need to be careful with manualing. White is on 38% of the board. Only has one more stack to go off of. But has kind of closed off his path. When he used his 7 in Ural to go down, he closed off the path for the 12. So that's unfortunate for white there. This gives blue a shot at it. If you're blue, you think about running it, or you think about finishing green, or you think about upgrading your bonus. Because if you don't think you have it, maybe you do the slow passive play and just take a +5. Blue is on 30% of the board. Yeah. Blue decides to take advantage of the situation and upgrades his bonus. Okay, let's see what green does. Green is at least going to retake Europe. Is that all they do? Green retakes Europe and stacks on his portal. Black had a artillery trait on 3 cards, so black sets again. He's on 21% of the board. His 7 stack in Siam is locked behind white's 12. So let's see what black decides to do. Takes a card in Kamchatka from Japan. Yep. And then he stacks on his Siam 17. Fortifies his follow-up to conquer. So white now finds himself in a position to where he failed to get the 70, and he no longer has lines on his +5. So he accepts the bonus trade from blue and positions to take Africa. Yeah, so white and black are sitting on +2. Blue and green are sitting on +5. Blue holds North America and sets. Blue guards a little bit in Alaska, stacks in Siberia, and moves out of Africa into the Middle East. And then into Afghanistan, and then into Ural to fortify over to Siberia, I'm assuming. Yep. You see a 10 trade from green. Green takes a card in South Africa, does not expend any effort to leave the bonus that white is trying to take, so we'll see how white responds to that, and then has a 25 stack locked inside of Europe. holds their +2. It looks like they're going to have a bonus in Siam. Or sorry, a portal in Siam, excuse me. Which could be good for a potential run. Turn it activates. Kamchatka goes to Irkutsk for a card. And stays looking at Blue's 9 in Alaska. And Black also did not move out of Africa. So White takes a card in East Africa and fortifies back to North Africa. White has a 10 trade with a +2, with 2 +2s, and he gets to choose which one he wants. This is always nice when you have a 10 trade with a +2, particularly on 4 cards. Blue moves on to the Yakutsk portal and fortifies his 9 stack onto the Quebec. So I think Blue could be setting up for a run on the next turn here, with the portals open. Green takes a card in East Africa, fortifies back to Madagascar. Black takes his turn. We'll see if Black decides to go to 70 or not. Black knocks Green out of Africa. It looks like he is running a 7. Oh, that's really good pathing. He's maximizing as many troops and territories as possible for it. Black is on 59%, and I think he has it here. He goes up through Iceland. He's throwing up the well-plated refugees, going up through Iceland, Northwest Territory. Hits a 3-stack. Looks like he hits Ontario for his last territory. So, game 2 goes to ANoobNoMore. So, ANoobNoMore having a very good round here. He won game 1 with 1 bounty, and he won game 2 with 1 bounty.